If there was one thing that all young men need to be taught at the age of 11 to 15, that is lifting weights. That is going to the gym and building a ripped physique. That's what we're going to talk about today. But first, welcome to the Becoming Men Project. My name is Ayan, and I help young men like you transition from boy psychology to man psychology. This video is part 19 of my masculinity playlist, where we'll talk about one of the best things that a young man can do, which is lifting weights and making a jacked physique. So, first, let's talk about my story. My story begins when I was 11, and I had something which I like to call the pineapple physique, which is basically my head was the top of a pineapple, and my entire body was covered with fat, and it was uniformly covered with fat. And as a kid, I used to go and play in the park with the other kids. And one day, this 5-year-old kid walks up to me and he says, "You look like a girl." And that hit me that day. It hurt my ego as an 11-year-old. And from that day onwards, I decided to change my physique. And as every young guy who has no knowledge on how to exercise would do it, I started with cardio. I started running, and I remember how my first run was. It was shit. And I ran for around 100 meters and I was already out of breath. And I remember thinking, I have a long way to go. And I'm not saying I'm close to where I want to be. I'm far away from my goals, but I'm still farther away from where I started. After that, I started running more and more, running often, and I had friends to run with, and it was a good experience, honestly. And when I turned 13 and my body started to mature, that's when I got into going to the gym. And after I started going to the gym, my life completely changed. This one habit of lifting weights completely changed my life, and it helped me become the man that I want to become. It put me on the path to reaching where I want to be, and I want that for you. So, here's a beginner's guide to how to start exercising as a young man from the age of 11 to 17. Here's everything you should know. First of all, exercising is different from lifting weights. When we lift weights, we talk about hypertrophy and bodybuilding. Not competitive bodybuilding, but bodybuilding our own physique. It's an art where you construct your physique in the most realistic way possible, and you have complete control over how you look. But exercising is different from that. Basically, exercising just means staying healthy by doing exercise. Exercise is not limited to the gym. It could be cardio, it could be sports, it could be boxing, swimming, it could be going to the gym as well, and it could be other things that help you physically stay fit. But we are not going to talk about exercising as young men because I want you to start going to the gym. But if you are under the age of 14, going to the gym is not something I would advise to you because your body is not mature enough for you to start building your muscles. It needs the energy and it needs the testosterone for you to be healthy and stay fit without any risk of injuries and lift weights. So if you're under 14, I would suggest you go into sports, you start doing cardio at home workouts without weight, and you start toning your body and reducing your body fat by monitoring your diet and doing exercise at home. If you're above 14 and you don't go to the gym, this will help you. Now we're going to talk about the entire gym process. Basically, if you're above 15, doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter which race you are, how you look right now, you need to start going to the gym. And that is universal. And I want you to know this will genuinely completely change your life. It changed my life, it changed the life of every person I know in the gym, and it's going to change yours. Here's what you do. First step is to find a good gym. A good gym will have three characteristics that you need to know about: how the equipment is, the location, and the price. First of all, the equipment. As a man who goes to the gym, you're going to basically train in three ways. First is cardio machines like the treadmills, stairmasters, and cycles. Then we have barbells and dumbbells, that is free weight. And a good gym will have a very good fresh set of barbells and dumbbells, and you need to know that. And the third thing is machines like chest press, shoulder press, cable machines, and many more like the leg extension. If a good gym has great machines, fresh new machines that are not broken, that is what characterizes a good gym. Second thing is location. Because I know for a fact that when you're gonna start going to the gym in the first year, you're gonna make as many excuses as you possibly can. You're gonna get creative with your excuses, and that is very, very retarded. And one excuse that I personally made was the gym is too far away for me to go. Because if you're under 18, I know you can't drive and you can't ride a motorcycle. So you probably cycle or walk to the gym. And if the gym is more than 500 meters away from your house, even 200 meters, you will not want to go to the gym. That is why you must choose a gym that is very close to your house. If you can't find a gym that is closer to your house within a 200 or 3 meter radius, then find a way to get there. Ask a friend or a parent to drop you, or find a bus that goes there. And that is location. The third thing is affordability. I do not want you to pay $1,000 a month on a gym membership, which I know is unrealistic because most gyms are around $30 to $40 per month. But again, we're talking about good gyms. A good gym should maximum to maximum have $50 per month membership, and that is going to help you stay consistent without worrying about the money. And if this is your parents' money, then please try to find a gym that is affordable while still having a good set of equipment and location. There is one thing I want you to understand. Once you start deciding that you're going to go to the gym, the first thing you're going to do is, I need to learn. And again, that is a good mindset when you're talking about making choices in life. But I want you to understand, you're not making a choice. The choice is already done. You have decided to go to the gym and you must go to the gym now. I know your first workout is going to be very, very bad. You're gonna come home and be very sore, and you're gonna feel like you don't want to do this ever again, and you won't go to the gym after that. I have personally done that. Once I started going to the gym in 2023, I did a week of workouts and I skipped 3 months of working out without any viable reasons. I just did that because I wanted to, because I was afraid of hurting myself. But you need to get past that fear. As young men, we need to be courageous, and this is going to take a lot of discipline and courage for you to do. Once you start going to the gym, you will not make any excuses. It doesn't matter if you're learning anything, if you're making any muscles. For the first month, your first goal is to show up. That's all that matters. Right now, if you don't go to the gym, your first goal is to show up at the gym. It doesn't matter which workout you're doing and what exercises you're doing, if you're growing or not, because the first month is not because the first month is not about you growing. The first month is about getting you into the habit of starting to grow, and that is what matters to you right now. Then we're going to talk about exercises and workouts. Basically, there are five major splits you should know. These are the bro split, which is the conventional split where we do one body part per month. Then we talk about upper lower split, full body twice a week, full body thrice a week, and push pull legs. I'm just going to break these down for you. The bro split, or the conventional split, is the one muscle group per day. And this split is broken down in the following ways. Monday has chest, Tuesday has back or shoulders, Wednesday again has back or shoulders, Thursday has biceps, Friday has triceps, and Saturday has legs, with Sunday being a rest day. And to be honest, if you're starting out in the gym, contrary to the popular beliefs right now, for the first 6 months, I would suggest you get into the bro split. Because trying advanced splits like the push pull leg or upper lower split is going to fuck up your physique, and because you don't have the knowledge and proper technique to do these things, these advanced lifts, I want you to start with the bro split. I'm going to give you two templates, one of a bro split and another one of push pull legs, so you can decide for yourself after doing your research. These are going to help you very much. Also, once you start going to the gym, there are three things you need: a good pair of shoes, because you want to lift and you're going to be doing cardio, and you should have a good pair of shoes. You should have a gym bag with the following things: a notebook, a pen, both of these things to track your workout every set and rep. I'm going to show you a picture of my tracker. I have filled two journals with workouts, that is around 600 workouts now. So that, then you're gonna have one consistent water bottle that you wash every day, fill it with water, and when you come back from the gym, you wash it again. And the last thing is some pre-workout, some form of pre-workout. As a young man, I would suggest you not get any pre-workout and use black coffee. Just have small pouches of coffee, take a small cup, put the coffee in it, put some cold water in it, mix it up and drink it. That's the best pre-workout for you, and it will boost your testosterone and it will keep you focused. So that is all I want to talk to you about today. Please, please, if you don't go to the gym and you're a young man, start now. It will completely change your life. If you liked what you learned today and would like to learn more, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.